Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the concept of the 7 wastes, created by Taiichi Ono, the father of the Toyota production system. Now you might be thinking, waste? What does that have to do with me? Well, waste is everywhere. It's in our homes, our workplaces, even our hobbies. And the thing about waste is, it's insidious. It creeps in slowly, hiding in plain sight. And before you know it, it's eating away at your efficiency, your productivity, and your bottom line. But here's the good news. Once you understand the 7 wastes, you can start to see them everywhere. And once you see them, you can eliminate them. That's what we're gonna do today, folks. We're gonna shine a light on those sneaky little devils and give you the tools to banish them from your life. We'll explore each waste with real-world examples to help you understand how to identify and eliminate them in your own processes. All right, let's talk about the first waste overproduction. This one's all about making more than you need, or making it before you need it. Think of it like this. You're baking a cake, right? You wouldn't bake 3 cakes when you only need 1, would you? Of course not. That'd be a waste of ingredients, time, and energy. The same goes for any process, whether you're building cars, writing code, or even making YouTube videos. Overproduction leads to a whole host of problems like excess inventory taking up valuable space, increased storage costs, and even the risk of your products becoming obsolete or expiring before you can even use them. One of the most powerful ways to combat overproduction is by embracing the just-in-time principle. This means making only what you need, when you need it. It might take some planning and coordination, but trust me, the benefits far outweigh the challenges. Our second waste is a real time waster, literally. It's called waiting, and it's all about those moments when resources like people or machines are just sitting idle, twiddling their thumbs, not doing anything productive. Imagine a relay race, right? The runner can't move forward until they get the baton from the previous runner. Now imagine one of the runners taking a little nap instead of being ready for the handoff. That's waiting in action, folks, and it throws a wrench into the whole system. Delays in process flow, bottlenecks, poor communication, these are all breeding grounds for the waiting waste. The key here is to identify and eliminate those roadblocks, streamline your processes, and make sure everyone and everything is synchronized and ready to go when it's their turn. This brings us to our third waste: transport. Now, some movement is necessary, right? We got to get things from point A to point B. But unnecessary transport? That's just wasted time, energy, and resources. Think about a package in a shipping facility. Ideally, it should move smoothly from intake to sorting to shipping, right? But what if instead it gets shuffled between departments, loaded and unloaded multiple times, and takes a scenic tour of the warehouse before it finally heads out the door? That's unnecessary transport, my friends, and it's a recipe for inefficiency and potential damage. The solution? Optimize your layout, create a logical flow of materials, and minimize the distance things need to travel. Remember, every unnecessary move adds time and cost to your process. Chapter 4. Extra processing less is more. Let's talk about the fourth waste: extra processing. Now, this one's a bit sneaky because it often masquerades as going the extra mile or adding value. But in reality, it's about doing more than is necessary, adding unnecessary steps or features that don't actually contribute to the final product or service. Think about a car, right? You've got your basic model, which gets you from point A to point B just fine. But then you start adding on extras: heated seats, a sunroof, a fancy navigation system. Now, those features might be nice, but they also add complexity, cost, and potential points of failure. The key here is to constantly question your processes and ask yourself, does this step actually add value? If the answer is no, or if the customer isn't willing to pay for it, then it's probably time to simplify. Remember, sometimes less is more. Chapter 5. Inventory, too much of a good thing? Part 2. Our fifth waste is a bit of a double whammy. It's called inventory, and it's all about having too much stuff on hand. Now, some inventory is necessary, right? We gotta have enough materials to keep production running smoothly, but excess inventory? That's like money sitting on a shelf not working for you. It ties up valuable capital, takes up space, and increases the risk of obsolescence, damage, and spoilage. The goal here is to find that sweet spot, that Goldilocks zone, where you have just enough inventory to meet demand without tying up too much capital. This might involve implementing better forecasting methods, improving communication with suppliers, and maybe even rethinking your storage solutions. Chapter 6. Motion efficiency in every movement. Now, let's talk about our sixth waste motion. This one's all about the movement of people within a workspace. Now, we want people to be able to move freely and comfortably, right? But unnecessary motion? That's a recipe for fatigue, wasted time, and potential injuries. Imagine a chef in a kitchen, right? They should be able to easily access their tools, ingredients, and equipment without having to do the cha-cha across the kitchen every few minutes. The key here is to design your workspace with efficiency in mind. Think about ergonomics. Create a logical flow of work and make sure everything is within easy reach. Chapter 7. Defects quality is key. And finally, we come to our seventh waste. Defects. This one's all about those pesky errors, mistakes, or flaws that creep into our work. Now, nobody's perfect, right? We all make mistakes. But defects cost us time, money, and reputation. Think about a car manufacturer, right? They produce a batch of cars, but then they discover a defect in the braking system. Now, they've got to issue a recall, fix all those cars, and deal with the PR nightmare. The key here is to build quality into every step of the process. This might involve implementing better training programs, investing in more reliable equipment, and establishing a culture of continuous improvement. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Thanks for watching. We hope this video helps you understand the 7 wastes and how to identify them in your own processes. Recognizing these wastes is the first step to improving efficiency, reducing costs, and delivering better products and services. Remember, eliminating waste is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing journey of continuous improvement. By constantly questioning your processes, looking for areas to streamline, and empowering your team to identify and eliminate waste, you can create a leaner, more efficient, and more profitable operation. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more informative content.